Alright, so as it turns out, I kind of forgot to record the voiceover for this. Anyway, this is just grabbing some expansions. Use the screw attack in the data room in Sector 2 to break through and find there are lots and lots of blocks you can fall through. There's a power bomb tank there, and I think that it was an energy tank up at the top. Anyway, you're going to have to do a lot of clever work. I think I did some editing you can unfortunately see because I'd used a few power bombs. And if you don't get the screw attacking just right, you fall all the way back down again and again. Very frustrating. Anyway, once you get the timing right, you can just sort of mash the buttons along, keep up, and somehow I managed to get out of there, and there's the energy tank. Then it took me a while to actually get the power bomb tank because that was a bit fiddly. Sorry, tripping over my words there, but it's a bit fiddlier, but eventually you'll get it. Then make your way over to Zazaby's boss room and screw attack over to the top corner. Break through the wall with it and go through the door there. I thought you might have needed the speed booster, but you will need that later. We also have a pickup in the wall here. You will need to do some fairly complicated maneuvers with your speed booster. So you run along here. Unfortunately, the carts I put in were not quite as seamless as I wanted it to be. Anyway, fall down, dash into that. Grab that. Now you have to run across the platforms. Jump up and press forward while shine sparking to keep running. You will have to do one of those flip jumps because otherwise you'll just shine spark. If you're flipping around while jumping like that, you won't actually use up the charge. You need to go up here, then jump a little bit and use it one last time to run in to get that power bomb tank. Back in Sector 5, we have a bit more maneuvering to do. Take out the enemies in your way, and I'm kind of obsessive about grabbing the pickups. You can shoot your way through the ceiling nearby. I don't think it was in this room. No, you have to go through... No, through to the next area. Find that spot and jump through. I couldn't quite remember where it was, unfortunately. I think you had to blast your way through the ceiling, and of course I went to the wrong spot all the time. Anyway, take care of those guys. Charge shot works wonders, and you'll have to keep blasting some more. I'm doing this off the top of my head because I thought I'd actually done all this. Power bombs do actually work pretty well on them. You can shoot your way through the floor again, jump up there, and keep blasting those shutters. You'll be able to find some items along the way. Now keep in mind that I was kind of oblivious. I probably should have picked up on that a little bit earlier, but another power bomb tank. Most of the time, you will be using power bombs to find power bombs. Back in Sector 3, what we want to do is dash along, and we can shine spark through here. Don't fall off like I did. Drop a power bomb and blow away a tunnel in the wall there. Another power bomb tank. And if we head through this part of Sector 3, where we'd head to that big corridor and how we made our way to the box for the first time, drop through the floor and again a power bomb. Up there, draw out the Namahe once you get in range, and freeze it to grab another power bomb tank. I did pretty well on getting the missiles. I think I got pretty much all of them. Maybe I missed one. With your gravity suit, bomb through the floor here and navigate the slightly difficult maze using the gravity suit. Worth noting, you probably will need to use power bombs to get a bit of an advantage and see where you're going. It's at least a bit more helpful anyway, because if you look at the screen, it's kind of awkward seeing what you're doing, and Samus kind of blends in with the wall. Anyway, as you can obviously tell, I'm stuck. Bad habit of overthinking things, but I do manage to clear my way. Eventually. And we'll have to take the long way round, going through some hidden paths. I'm probably overthinking this again. And there we go. I was a bit embarrassed doing that, and we're stuck back at the start, so... Yep, through there, down around the bottom. And we will be able to grab the item. It's a bit frustrating in all fairness, especially since you just get another power bomb tank, and they're really not that important if I'm going to be honest. Useful for exploration, and that's about it. Anyway, hop out of there. And then I've just got the map up for some reason. I probably should have cut that out. So there's just going to be a little bit of dead air while that disappears, and then away we go. I think there was another item somewhere under the lava, a bit further back. Shows how long it's been since I've done all the recording, if I'm going to be honest. All sorts of things I'm trying to do. Don't run into basic enemies. And with those guys cleared out of the way, probably in spite, we can maneuver through to this large room. The wave beam helps us out, and we go through here. We'll have to build up power with the speed booster. I think we had to use screw attack to break through those, get them out of the way. And I charged on through before working out that we did indeed have to use the speed booster. Some of it was a bit of application of creative thinking, some of it just took a while and was kind of embarrassing. That first part, in Sector 2, that was frustrating. Took ages. Anyway, we shine spark up here, a very long flight. We grab another power bomb tank. If we maneuver our way down very carefully, looking for a spot we can screw attack through, I think we have to drop down and through a little tunnel. And there we are, another power bomb tank. And now some of the most irritating in the game. All the way in Sector 6, I think we got everything in Sector 1. So we have to clear everything out in this room with the blue X and that level 4 hatch. Charge through here with the shine spark, break through that. And now you have to drop bombs to make various platforms appear. This can be incredibly frustrating because sometimes you can drop bombs in spots that will cut off your advance. Hopefully, where I'm dropping bombs, sometimes admittedly in desperation, will help out. If you have a bomb raised on the top of those platforms, you will have to leave and re-enter the room. If you manage to use a power bomb, you will just activate everything and you'll have to start again. So, a lot of this is aggravating, educated guesswork. Took me a while to get that very last shutter sorted out. A bit bothersome, but eventually, after kind of freaking out a bit, I do get there, trust me. And let's see, not just yet. So yeah, unless you really know where everything is meant to go, it's unbelievably annoying. I think it was somewhere on the top. There we are. So, you will have to run back to the start of the room. Do not leave. Run from here, quickly duck, and I screwed up. So, we run back, we try again. You can get in there if you just do a straight dash. And away we go. We've broken through, and that is the last energy tank in the game. And of course, Wonder Boy completely forgot that you need to shine spark out of the room because those are all speed booster blocks. So guess who had to go and do everything all over again? So different location now. this is on the way to box. You can screw attack through the walls. Very helpful. Lots of shortcuts open up with that. And you'll find this strange room. You'll have to bomb your way through. There is power bomb tank, I believe. Now, basically stand around and wait for one of those ouches. Spelled O-W-T-C-H, but it's still kind of a crummy name. When it gets to that center pit, because you can't jump over that and there's no boost ball, freeze it. Get in there, jump across, and we have another power bomb tank. And head on into the restricted zone after that because you won't be too far. Make your way through to where the Metroid containment lab was and get your speed booster ready. Which I didn't. Very well done me. So power bombs are very good for telling you what sort of block you'll need. But basically, run back, run forward, and you'll be able to shine spark up to another collectible. I believe it's mostly power bomb tanks. Because we have all the energy tanks. I think there was only one missile tank I managed to miss. And once again, we are back in the room in Sector 6, where we went to go and get that that last energy tank. Don't know why I didn't do this at the same time. I think this is actually from post-game. Something I missed out on until I wound up actually completing the game. Anyway, across we go, just too low. So you do have to specifically shine spark from there, through that wall, through that open door, and you'll have to maneuver things so that you can grab that item in there. Drop down, get yourself low enough, and dash through. Then at the bottom we've got our last pickup. Stupidly I went out of the room. Did I actually forget about that? Okay, so what happens is I appear to have cut out one of the items you have to get. It's at the bottom of the room. You will need to use the speed booster and do a jump to get it. You'll see it in a container full of speed booster blocks, but basically you jump in using the speed booster. There is a platform you can run along, and it does have collapsible blocks. So you jump up there with the speed booster. You will have to charge it and do a shine spark. Then you wind up dropping in, falling through those collapsible blocks in there, and picking up the item. Sorry about that. I can't believe I forgot that, so we will be ready to take on the final boss in the next episode because we have grabbed pretty much all the pickups. I did miss a couple of things which I'm a little bit annoyed about. Anyway, as always, stay safe out in space, and I will see you in time for the final boss fight.